Once upon a time, far beyond the rolling hills and sparkling rivers, there lived a young princess named Rosalia, known for her flowing red dress that shimmered like autumn leaves and her long auburn hair that glowed in the sunlight. Unlike the grand castles of other princesses, Rosalia lived in an old, cozy farmhouse at the edge of a sprawling, golden meadow. The house creaked and groaned with age, but it was full of warmth, memories, and the gentle smell of hay and fresh bread. Surrounding the house was her family's farm, alive with playful animals, cows, chickens, sheep, pigs, and even a few mischievous goats. Birds nested in the eaves, and butterflies danced among the wildflowers that grew along the fences. Rosalia loved her life on the farm. She woke up at dawn with the singing of the birds, helped feed the animals, and tended to the vegetable garden. But she had one challenge. Her temper could flare quickly, and she sometimes scolded the animals harshly when they made mistakes. One day, as she walked through the barn, she found a young lamb tangled in a pile of hay. Frustrated, Rosalia raised her hands to shout, but then she saw the lamb's big, innocent eyes. Her heart softened. "It's okay, little one," she whispered, gently untangling the hay. The lamb bleated happily and nuzzled her hand. Rosalia realized that kindness and patience worked far better than anger, and the animals responded with trust and affection. Over the next weeks, Rosalia practiced caring for her animals with gentle hands and a calm voice. She learned to listen to their needs, notice when the cows were thirsty, when the pigs were hungry, and when the goats wanted to play. Every day, she discovered small ways to help, from mending a broken fence to planting fresh flowers near the chicken coop. The animals seemed to understand her efforts, and their playful antics became a source of joy rather than frustration. One morning, a strong wind blew through the farm, scattering hay and tipping over water buckets. Rosalia could have yelled in anger, but instead, she took a deep breath, gathered the animals safely, and fixed the mess with patience. The chickens clucked happily, the lambs bleated, and even the goats nudged her as if to say, "Thank you." One afternoon, while exploring the edge of the meadow, Rosalia discovered a tiny, injured fox caught in a bramble bush. She carefully freed it, whispered gentle words, and cleaned its paw with water from the sparkling stream nearby. The fox licked her hand and ran into the wildflowers, leaving behind a small trail of sparkling seeds that grew into glowing flowers by morning. Rosalia realized that every act of kindness, no matter how small, could create magic and beauty in the world. As the seasons changed, Rosalia's bond with the animals grew stronger. She celebrated their birthdays with tiny feasts of fresh fruit and hay cakes, sang lullabies to help newborn lambs sleep, and even taught the goats to play gentle games without knocking over the chickens. The meadow itself seemed to sparkle brighter with her laughter and care. In the evenings, she would sit on the old farmhouse porch, watching the sunset paint the fields gold and amber, listening to the soft sounds of the animals settling in for the night. Rosalia learned that courage and strength weren't about commanding others or being perfect. They were about patience, understanding, and the love she shared with all living creatures. From that day on, she became known, not just as a princess in red, but as a princess whose heart shone brighter than any treasure, whose gentle ways made the farm a magical place where humans and animals thrived together in harmony. And every morning when the sun rose over the golden meadows, the laughter of Rosalia and the joyful sounds of her animals echoed across the fields, reminding everyone that kindness, patience, and love are the greatest treasures of all. Lesson for kids: true courage and strength come from patience, understanding, and helping others. Even small acts of kindness can create magic and happiness in the world.